TV, a broader perspective.
During the sixth session of Conference of African Ministers responsible for civil registration and vital statistics, CVRAs, held at the United Nations Conference Center in Addis Ababa from 24th to 27th of October 2022. African ministers made several resolutions and encouraged all countries in the continent to automate the CRVA's process and ensure the implementation of United Nations Legal Identity Agenda. Member states were further encouraged to develop an electronic technology-driven system to boost data generation and civil statistics. As part of Nigeria's way of complying with the resolutions of the African ministers and scaling up the automated process in Nigeria, the National Population Commission, in collaboration with UNICEF, developed the CVRA's Operational Readiness Assessment Report, showing the potential of digital technologies in providing transformative outcomes in CRVAs and integrated data from multiple systems to securely store data at scale in a cost-effective way in Nigeria. That was a text of an address by Honorable Nasa Kwara, Chairman, National Population Commission, NPC, during the pre-event press briefing on the presidential launch of the Electronic Civil Registration and Vital Statistics Systems and Geospatial Data Repository at the NPC's headquarters Census Situation Room on Monday, 6th of November 2023.
During the sixth session of the Conference of African Union Ministers responsible for civil registration and vital statistics, held at the United Nations Conference Center in Addis Ababa from the 24th to 27th October 2022 last year, the African ministers made several resolutions and encouraged all countries in the continent to automate the CRVS processes and ensure the implementation of the United Nations Legal Identity Agenda. The National Population Commission, in collaboration with UNICEF, developed an ECRVS Operational Readiness Assessment Report, showing the potential of digital technologies in improving transformative outcomes in CRVS and integrating data from multi-systems to securely store data at scale in a cost-effective way in Nigeria. The report provided the holistic approach to the future state vision for digitized CRVS system and the rollout of the decentralized digital birth registration system as a part of the CRVS and identified areas of strengthening the automation.
He also added that a bold step was taken by the Commission for the transformative innovation of the CRVA system by developing a private partnership arrangement between the Commission and Bankforth Technologies Limited. This is to promote the vital registration system as a complete electronic system that digitalizes all civil registration.
The report ushered in the bold step taken by the Commission for the transformative and innovation of the CRVS, which is the vital reg, developed through a public-private partnership arrangement between the Commission and Bankforth Technologies Limited, a reputable and innovative indigenous ICT solution provider with a track record of success in ICT solution provision with government agencies. The PPP arrangement is to promote the vital registration system as a complete electronic system that digitizes all civil registration, such as birth registration, stillbirth registration, birth attestation, adoption, marriage notification, divorce notification, migration, and death registration.
For more clarity, journalists sought for lucidity in the areas of data security, situation of age declaration, rural dwellers' accessibility to these devices, and so on, and the chairman retorted.
The bulk of our population resides in the rural areas, and births and deaths also take place there. Marriages, divorces take place there. What the digital process is going to help us do is to be able to collect this data, put them in a database, and be able to share with government agencies, researchers, private sector, so on and so forth. We are going to use handheld devices that will enable us capture data of people. There will be transition period where data will all be migrated from that manual paper data to digital data.
Education is designed to fit for purpose, especially in the rural community where most of this death and birth occur. Collaboration with the state government, we're working on that. It's part of what we have put in place. Also working with UNICEF, helping with the rural community, the state government and the local government and all of that. So I can assure you that when it comes to data protection, all of that has been put in place.
And in any situation which involves a child, it's of basic interest for UNICEF to support such efforts. Our responsibility as an organization is to support the efforts of government. NPC, under the presidency, with the statutory responsibility to ensure that we have credible data of all births, deaths, marriages, annulments, adoptions. As the case is, we have primary interest to make sure this is done in a credible manner, and at the same time, the best interest of every child is taken into account. The first right of every child in Nigeria is to the right to a name and nationality. And that is under Article 7 of the Convention, which of course is domesticated by the Nigerian government when you really look at the Child Rights Act of 2003.
The historical launch of this event will be performed by His Excellency President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, GCFR, on the 8th of November 2023 at the State House Conference Center, Presidential Villa, Abuja. The launch of this digital civil registration and vital registration is set to overhaul the process of registration of birth and death and launch Nigeria towards the attainment of the SDG goal.
Beam TV, a broader perspective.